you kiss your sister with that mouth?
All right, so Lucasfilm and Disney have went and done it. They've changed the time for the Ahsoka series start. They've moved it up to Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. or 2 a.m. UK time or 6 p.m. West Coast time in the U.S. For those of you in the U.K., that's not a great thing. But for so long, Star Wars shows have been getting released at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means people like me, yeah, okay, I'm going to talk about me, get over it, had to get up at 2:30 a.m., make coffee, and get ready to watch the show, which to me, that isn't a huge problem. I get up that early anyway to work on this channel and do things like that before I go into work. But now, I don't have to do that. Now, I have to stay up past 9 o'clock in the evening, which to somebody who's asleep by 9:30 or 10, that's going to be rough. But I'm not complaining, not at all, because I will stay up and I will be with you guys for that, and I will give my review and so on and so forth for the Ahsoka Tano series. But before I get into all this, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor, me. Yeah, I pay the bills. I'm allowed to be the sponsor.
If you're new here or just haven't committed, hit the subscribe button. Doing so will ensure you never staple your face to a 2x4 or give yourself a self-inflicted wedgie. Subscribing to my channel will also make you a better person, and it will bring forth those whom you are attracted to. They will bask in your glory and write poems about you that will last 1,000 years. If you don't subscribe, may you be blessed with 1,000 daughters. And those who have subscribed, may you be showered with beer by the gods and goddesses. Yeah, beer. Greek gods and goddesses, not those cheap Roman knockoffs.
All right, let me just talk about that for just a minute. YouTube does not like it if I don't ask for subscribers, so that's the reason these are in every video. I try to make them as funny as I can, and I hope you had a good laugh. But I want to reiterate that if you do staple your face to a 2x4 after subscribing to my channel, it is not my fault. You just probably should not be playing with tools. But let's get back to it. The Ahsoka series has moved up its date to Tuesday, the 22nd of August at 9 p.m. instead of Wednesday at 3 a.m., which is good news for a lot of us because we stayed up late or got up early to watch these episodes, then had to go into work tired. Well, I've still taken off half a day on Wednesday, the first half, so I can be with you guys for that, make videos and theories and so on and reviews and such. But there is something else that I want to talk about that is very dear to my heart, and that's Star Wars. Star Wars is dear to my heart. I love Star Wars. I like Star Wars a lot. I just said I love it and I like it. Haha, both can be true. But we're getting comments on this channel from people who say they're done with Star Wars, that it's this, it's that, and they can't take it anymore, and so on and so forth. And it's your opinion, and you are entitled to it, and that is your right. If you don't want to watch Star Wars anymore, and you think it's garbage, then so be it. But why are you here? And why are you on a YouTuber's channel that is pro-Star Wars? If you're anti-Star Wars and you don't like the new stuff, that's fine. Be that. Just do it. And trolls are going to be trolls. I know that. I know there are going to be trolls out there that say I'm wrong for liking Star Wars, or I'm a shill, or I'm this, or I'm that. And that's fine too. Say whatever you want. I know the truth, and most of my viewers know the truth. I'm not a shill. I don't get paid by Disney. I just enjoy things. Why? Because I'm going into this Ahsoka series with no speculations, no thoughts of what I want to see out of this show. I just want it to be what it is. I want to enjoy it for what it is. Yes, I'd like them to stick with the character of Thrawn as how he is in the novels. Yeah, who doesn't want that? I also want to see Ahsoka Tano. Okay, we know she's in it, so that's been granted. But if you don't like the new Star Wars, don't pretend. Just go away. That's all I can say. I'm not saying go away from me. I'm saying go away from Star Wars, because that is your right, and you are allowed to do that. Now, why am I talking about this, and why have I talked about it so much lately? Well, it's because I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of people telling me what I should like and what I should dislike, just because their opinions differ from mine. Well, here's all I got to say about it. Go away. Stay away from Star Wars. If you don't like it, don't watch it. And certainly don't join on a YouTube discussion about how much you hate it when other people are talking about how much they like it. And by the way, you are all the loud minority. So loud, in fact, that you've bullied people into not talking about Star Wars, which they love. Why? because they're tired of hearing you guys go into personal attacks when you're confronted. Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to tell me why the Obi-Wan Kenobi series was trash. Please, by all means, tell me that Reva was the main character of that show and the hero when she lost to Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi won. She didn't save Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi saved her. Obi-Wan Kenobi was still the wise Jedi that we saw in the prequels and in the Clone Wars animated series. So tell me again why you hate it. Yeah, everything in the show wasn't great. There were some questionable moments, but it wasn't enough for me to go, okay, they destroyed Obi-Wan Kenobi. They did not. It became Obi-Wan Kenobi learning how to deal with what happened to Anakin Skywalker. That's it. It wasn't about Leia. Leia helped him. Okay. And what kid doesn't have a heart of gold? Just saying. And what I do is if I don't like something, I stay away from it. I don't like broccoli, so I don't go to YouTube channels that talk about how broccoli is a culinary delight. I don't do that. Why? Because people enjoy it. They like it. And I understand that, but I hate the stuff. So I just stay away from it. Simple. Easy. Whew, I've gone on about this, and I know it's starting to get old. It's even getting old in my mind. But my main point for this is that don't be afraid to like what you like. Don't be afraid to dislike what you like. The way to talk about it is not to jump into personal attacks and calling people shills or saying that they're this or they're that, and you're all upset because their opinion differs from yours. No, state your facts, let them state their facts, and both of you go about your business. It's the way it should be. It's called a debate. And I know modern politics doesn't help with that. When you watch their debates, they like to jump into personal attacks too. That's why I stay away from that as well. But this is freaking Star Wars, baby. And if you don't like it, don't watch it. And I know a lot of you are going to watch it now, whether that's because you're secretly enjoying it and you just like the attention or the clicks or whatever, then that's what that is. But if you're watching it to take notes about everything you hate about it, then why are you wasting your time? I'm sure there are things you enjoy that you would rather do, like, I don't know, like stapling paper to other pieces of paper or gluing things to stuff. Maybe you like doing that. Maybe you're a scrapbooker and you enjoy that. Go do that. That's fun. If it's fun for you, then do it. Don't do things that aren't fun for you, things that are going to cause you misery. In that case, if that's what you seek out, then that's what you're going to get. And that means that you're just a miserable person anyway, and you're just looking for a way to convey it onto other people. But me, I'm going to go into the Ahsoka Tano series with no expectations, no high hopes, no hopes of any kind as to what the story should be. Why? Because there's a reason Lucasfilm did not hire me as a writer. Well, for one, I didn't apply to be a writer, but for two, if I did apply to be a writer, I wouldn't expect to be hired. Why? Because maybe my ideas aren't the best there ever was, and maybe you should get that hint too. Maybe your ideas aren't the best there ever was. But for those of you who do enjoy Star Wars, don't be afraid to talk about it. Don't be afraid to talk about how much you like it. Don't let the trolls get to you. They're nothing really. I mean, you like what you like. If we all, or any of us, woke up with stage 4 cancer tomorrow, what's going to be the most important thing on our lips? Is it going to be, oh God, I hate Star Wars so much, and then you die? No. Your thoughts are going to go to your family, the important things. Loving or disliking Star Wars is not one of the most important things in life. It's entertainment. Keep it as such, and remember that, and keep it in perspective. But that's all I have for today. And before I go, another quick word from our sponsor, this guy.
If you've made it this far, you're the best there is. If you still haven't subscribed, do it now. Warning, subscribing may not bring forth those who you are attracted to, but your inner peace for doing the right thing will make you sparkle. Not like a Twilight vampire, but more like Zooey Deschanel wearing glitter. If you still haven't subscribed, the $1,000 will be born to you with haste, and they will all become bratty, self-loathing teenagers at the same time.
Now, what I'd like you all to do is just leave a comment as to how you feel about Star Wars, the Ahsoka series, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, the Mandalorian Season 3 and/or the Bad Batch Seasons 1 or 2 or both, and the Clone Wars Season 7, Star Wars Rebels, Star Wars Resistance, whatever the hell you want to talk about. Let's hear about it. I'd love to hear about it. You guys are important to me, and your opinions are important to me. Let's just keep it civil, all right? This is Gerald, a Star Wars fanatic, signing off, wishing you all great health, happiness, and peace. And remember, this is the way. And positivity in the Star Wars community could be the only way.